Yeah, I mean, last season was it was a difficult one because I think we were off to such a good start and the beginning was looking really positive. And then I think with the change of coach and a little bit of a disturbed season, I think it was tough and we never really got back on the I don't know, I guess the bandwagon you can call it. We were kind of heading towards the top. We were buzzing. We just won the FA Cup. We were doing well, coming third in the league. And then I think, like I said, our season got a little bit disrupted. And from that point on, it was difficult to get settled and back into the routine. It was two very different coaching styles. But it was good to be back. You know, last year I got to be with my family again for a long time. But I think now it's time for me to focus back up and have a cracker season. So for me, I want it to be an environment where there's very high expectations, and I feel like coming to a big club like Victory and working with a coach like Popper who wants you to give 110% every single day, I think it could have a really positive impact for me and for my career. I spoke to JD and spoke to Popper, and I chose to come here and kind of take a little bit of a risk, but also kind of make things tough for myself, I guess, but in hopes to improve my career. Yeah, I mean, I obviously wasn't here last year. I don't know what was going on, but this season so far, still early days in pre-season, but the vibe around the place is unbelievable. Training is ridiculously tough. At the moment, we're doing 3 doubles this week. The standard is so high. Popper's driving the boys so much, and I feel really good about it personally. We've got a really good squad, a really good bunch of lads as well, some really good personalities in the change room, and I've got a good feeling about this year. I think the biggest thing for him with me and what he's shown me is that he's not going to let me even have one day where I'm a little bit off it. He records all the sessions, he watches everything back from the warm-up to the very end, to the cool down, and he wants everyone on it 110% of the time, and he expects the most from everyone all the time. And I think having that kind of attitude and having that kind of expectation placed on you, it's just going to bring the best out of you. I mean, there's 2 ways you can go with it. You can either be like, this is too much for me, I can't handle it, or you're just going to absolutely get the best out of yourself. Yeah, I mean, it was a roller coaster, you know, it all happened so quickly and straight into the national team, straight into a World Cup, and it was unbelievable for me, really. I think I went to Celtic, I think I was obviously doing well at the beginning when I went there, then injuries struck, you know, shit happens, that's football. And I think what I struggled with was after the injury was, you know, I always had this feeling of, I'm just unlucky, you know, I should have had more, I could have had more, and I never really managed to let go of that negativity from the past. Now I kind of feel like I'm over that hump and I want to give it another shot, you know. And for me, actually inspiring seeing even Tilio last year doing well and seeing him get a move abroad, and it makes me think you know, I think I have the capabilities to do something like that as well, and why can't I? So I think it's good seeing other young players do well. For me, football's always been a love thing. I love the sport. I think if I didn't get paid to do it, if it wasn't my job, I'd still be playing 4 or 5 times a week. And I think I kind of missed out on that love during certain periods, especially when you're not doing well. There's a lot of stress with other things involved, and there's a lot of bullshit outside of actually what happens on the field. But this season I just feel good. I feel like I'm back in love with the game. I'm enjoying coming into training every day. It's bloody tough, but it's good. I do have ambitions to go back overseas. It's obviously disappointing how the last couple of years have panned out for me, but for me, I'm just focused on having a really good season this year. I don't want to really cloud my own, I guess, ambition. I kind of just want to really stay focused, a bit clear with what I want to do. I want to have a cracker season. I want to be hitting double digits for assists and goals this season here at Melbourne Victory, and from then on, whatever happens, happens. This season I just feel good. I feel like I'm back in love with the game. I'm enjoying coming into training every day. It's bloody tough, but it's good. Just buzzing to be back in Melbourne.